6 out of 10, but like originally I was going to give it a 5 out of 10, and then I guess I still kind of think that makes more sense because I thought that the first half was good and the second half was bad, but I'm going to go 6 because I don't think it's quite as bad as other 5 out of 10 episodes that I've had, and I'm hopeful and optimistic for the future of this season. I am a person who does not like The Walking Dead. Um, the more that I think about, I like the first two seasons, but the more that I think about the stuff, that I like after the first two seasons, the more I don't like them. Um, there's still a few good episodes, and that's Negan is good. The Governor was good. That's like the big things I think of is like the few good episodes and those two good villains. Um, and then a few specific scenes like but yeah, I like the first two seasons. I think the first season is the best, and if the whole series was as good as the first season, or it was just that the show was just that season, it would be probably tied with Breaking Bad, which is my favorite. Well, I think it's the best show ever, but obviously I don't enjoy it as much as like more enjoyable shows like comedies and stuff. I acknowledge it's better. I'm not saying it's not better. I'm just like, you know, which would you rather watch? An episode of Friends that you can kind of just, watch a random episode of, or watch through the entire series of Breaking Bad? And I know that ideally you would say the entire series of Breaking Bad, but like, you got a little bit of free time. It's going to be Friends. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Hopefully that doesn't anger anyone. But it would be like I thought it was on the level of Breaking Bad, and even if it was the first two seasons, I'd put it just below Breaking Bad because season two was not on the level of season one, but it's still very good in my opinion. Um, so this first half, and the reason I'm reviewing this, I don't know if I'm going to review every episode, but I don't know. I've done a lot of Walking Dead videos on here, so I feel like I should get at least 3 minutes of footage. Um, the first half, so like when it started, I was like, whoa, this I'm kind of getting a little bit of a better vibe than the last several seasons, when I stopped liking the show. So the last like 6 seasons. And I was like, it's almost reminding me of like season one. And then season two isn't exactly like season one, but kind of season two as well. And then it keeps going, and I'm like, okay, okay. And then they have the scene with the scene in the museum with like they're trying to get something out. That was pretty intense. On a second watch, it wasn't as intense, but I also wasn't watching the entire thing because my brother was just watching it again, and I just wanted to tune in for at least the first half. The other thing is the reason that this isn't solid all the way through is because it's too long. The thing was like an hour and 26 with commercials, which means that it was probably at least an hour long, and that's just. I think they're usually not that much shorter than that. But just when you see an hour and 26 with commercials versus like I think an hour or an hour five maybe, you're just like, oh, this is gonna be too long, and then it was. Um, but yeah, so I thought the first half was like honestly really good, and I was kind of really intrigued. And then I think it was when this. I don't. I don't want to. I'm not spoiling anything big. Just if you've seen the episode, you'll know. Have we seen that character before? Even I think he was introduced in this episode and then killed off, which is not something which is something they've done before. Sorry if that's a spoiler, but anyways, and so then there's like a lot of stuff surrounding that, and then it kind of sets off something else, and I'm just kind of like not a huge fan. I mean, I'm not even there's like that's not a spoiler. I mean, it is kind of, but it's like not gonna be. It's not the one you care about, and I'm not gonna spoil anything else. So, but yeah, so it just kind of. I feel like it was mostly that it was just too long, but I'm really shocked that this was directed by Greg Nicotero or Nicotero or Nicotero. I don't fucking know how to say it because I've always been like, I mean, I like your makeup stuff, and you're a really cool guy, and you're really good friends with Frank Darabont, so I'm cool with you. But I just never loved his direction, like his directing, like the episodes he directed. But yeah, and then the cinematography was better, and it looked like there was maybe a little more budget, and I felt like the color was maybe a little better, and I don't know, it just seemed a little bit of an improvement. It's still not great though. If it had just been the first half, maybe, but even then, um, I'm just more excited for the rest of the season. Although I don't think it's gonna pay off. And the last I checked, this episode had a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't remember. No, I think the episodes that people like, that the critics like, get really high reviews ratings. So I don't think that's a crazy number, but I don't know. I didn't think I'd see that. But yeah, so the change of showrunner, I think, ultimately helped, and she's written a lot. Angela Kang's written a lot of my favorite episodes of the series. Um, oh, here's another thing I think of for the past like 6 seasons. Easy Street. Love that. That song's in my playlist on Spotify, and just it's great. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button if you like the video. Press that subscribe button if you like me. Comment below if you have any questions about this show or this episode. Sorry that this review is so long. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.